The success of Kia's fanciest trim levels is proof that the Korean brand's push-up market is working. Impressively spec'd, range-topping SX and SXL models are now offered on most Kias, and each comes with all the fixings and a heavy dose of style. The redesigned 2017 Sportage crossover is no exception, and its SX turbo trim offers all that along with a measure of accelerative verve courtesy of its punchy 2.0-litre turbocharged engine. But while Kia's accountants surely appreciate the profitability of these high-dollar variants, the company can't afford to abandon the heart of the market. The Sportage you see here is the one that really matters, a mid-level X model, powered by a naturally aspirated 2.4-litre inline four. LX and X models, both of which come standard with this engine, make up a majority of Sportage sales and face off more directly against the Honda CR-V and the Toyota RAV4, among many others. Not so new under the hood, the Sportage is all new for 2017, but the base powertrain tested here is mostly carried over from its predecessor. Some tuning differences result in slightly better fuel economy, but the engine's 181 horsepower and 175 lb-ft of torque are within a hair of the previous version's 180 horsepower and 176 lb-ft. Unsurprisingly, this Sportage is significantly slower than its turbocharged sibling, which has 59 more horsepower and an additional 85 lb-ft of torque. The X's 0 to 60 mph time is 1.9 seconds behind that of the SX Turbo, at 8.6 seconds. Its quarter mile lags by 1.7 seconds, and its top speed governor kicks in 21 miles per hour earlier, at 114 miles per hour. Admittedly, that turbocharged Sportage we tested sent torque to the front wheels only, while this X model was equipped with all-wheel drive $1,500. Still, many of the Sportage's all-wheel drive competitors are quicker, too, with the Honda CR-V, the Toyota RAV4, the Mazda CX-5, and the 1.6-litre turbocharged Hyundai Tucson, which is otherwise mechanically related to the Sportage, all beating the Kia in the sprint to 60 miles per hour. That's disappointing when you consider that the Sportage gets only 25 miles per gallon in the EPA's highway cycle, while the CR-V, CX-5, and 1.6T Tucson score 30 or 31 miles per gallon in the same test. The Kia's 2.4-litre four-cylinder isn't the most refined piece, either, with a relatively gritty texture and some bonus in the upper rev ranges. We much prefer the 1.6-litre turbocharged 4 that can be found in the Tucson, which delivers smooth and tractable power with strong mid-range punch. The naturally aspirated 2.4 is not available in the Hyundai. But while we noticed some lurching and odd behavior from the Tucson's dual-clutch automatic transmission, we didn't find much to fault with the Sportage's conventional 6-speed automatic, which shifts smoothly and is rarely caught off guard by sudden requests from your right foot. Sporty side of the spectrum. While the Sportage X doesn't have the firmer suspension of the SX Turbo, it still resides on the sportier side of its class. Body motions are well controlled and the steering is accurate, giving the Kia fairly deft responses. The ride is firm but not stiff, providing plenty of comfort without any sensation of floatiness. At the test track, the Sportage X circled the skid pad at 0.83 grams, better than our most recent tests of the AWD CR-V and CX-5 models, and stopped from 70 miles per hour in a competitive 173 feet. The X also doesn't give up much to the SX Turbo in the style department. All 2017 Sportages feature a stubby nose that might be a turn-off to some, but we think it's easier to digest when shorn of the up-level SX variant's complex fog lights, extra chrome trim, and faux skid plate. The X presents a cleaner face to the world, which meshes better with the rest of the crossover's sleek shape. On the inside, too, the X is hardly a downgrade. The cabin is a pleasant place to spend time, particularly with the standard leather seats and an easy-to-use, attractive dashboard layout. Materials look and feel upscale, and the audio and climate controls are logically arranged on the center stack. The rear seat is spacious and airy, although cargo volume, at 31 cubic feet, is on the low side for this class. Both the CR-V and the RAV4 offer more room in the back, and, by our estimation, the Sportage's lift-over height should be lower to ease loading of larger or heavier items. Bells and whistles. Our test Sportage was about as fully loaded as an X can get, with the $1,900 premium package adding a panoramic sunroof, blind spot detection, and a heated steering wheel, and the $2,800 technology package bringing goodies such as a Harman Kardon sound system, navigation, a power liftgate, lane departure warning, and automated emergency braking. Even with all that equipment, this Sportage rang in at just $32,595, a value for such a well-equipped crossover. You'll pay more for a similarly optioned Honda CR-V Touring AWD $34,295 or a Toyota RAV4 Limited AWD $35,245. For that kind of money, we might choose the $34,895 Sportage SX Turbo AWD with its much more potent power plant. But as enticing as the slick and quick Sportage SX Turbo is, there's still plenty of goodness to be found in the lower reaches of the Sportage lineup. You'll sacrifice power, and with little return in terms of fuel economy, but the nicely trimmed interior and competent dynamics remain. In other words, the fanciest Kias aren't the only ones that deserve attention.